Hello, I'm Rosanne Somerson, a furniture designer and maker, the former president of RISD, Rhode Island School of Design, and a longtime supporter of AHEC and its mission to bring sustainable hardwoods for designers across the globe. When we speak about design and its complexities, we must recognize the challenges that designers face. Design defines how we live, what works in our lives, and what can be improved. It determines the world we build for the future. So designers need to have the capabilities of many professions, from engineers to behavioral scientists to fabricators who understand materials of every sort, to visual and experiential communicators. We have to understand future trends and changes, advances in technology, and aspects of distribution such as supply chains, and the opportunities and limitations of manufacture. We must evaluate the impact that our design choices will make on the world and the imperative of sustainable thinking. We have to understand marketing and safety and how to innovate and create things that enhance our lives. In the simplest terms, design speaks about humans, and when people are considered in the mix, their practical needs are paramount, but so are their wishes and dreams. In some ways, these simple aspects also present the biggest challenges because they require sensitivities and life experiences that are learned, not taught. We can look to the past and think about our traditions and their origins. So much of what we would consider design today resulted from necessity to making life work with the tools and conditions that describe the lives of our ancestors. And there is much wisdom to be gained from looking at how they thrived in those circumstances. But there were also many limitations that we have worked to improve throughout time. Today we have many conveniences and advances, but in some ways, those also add significant complexity to our lives. As designers, we need to sort through those complexities so that we can help to be intentional about what can be improved upon and what we should leave alone. So design is both an expression and a structured way to define and then create the future. Design is responsive to our emotions and helps us to formulate our dreams, while building the systems to realize and communicate those needs and aspirations. Design over time has taken us from societies that were agricultural in nature into and through the Industrial Revolution, when mass production and manufacturing changed employment and also brought more goods to more people at lower prices. And as products became widely available, the next societal needs were based on service needs rather than just on things, and design industries entered into service design, which influenced systems and services on both small and broad scales. Service needs became ever-present for growing populations and therefore needed skilled problem solvers to make sense of a new way of thinking about human and business needs from both the service provider side and the experience of the user. Today's design spectrum includes studying what we can learn from these past evolutions and how we take that into what is currently a focus of design, newly defined as building knowledge economies. How do we make sense of the fact that every business, every action is increasingly reliant on new technologies? Businesses have to demonstrate a new kind of flexibility and embrace the many changes that confront us. Design is uniquely capable of meeting those challenges. We need to ask, how do we not dull our instincts and leave behind important aspects of our human capacities while still utilizing the innovations of our current time? How do we decide what to move forward, what to improve upon, and what to leave behind? How do we commit to helping to create the world we want our children's children to live in? One of the most inspiring things about the entries in this competition were that all of the designers, both students and professionals, designed uses of hardwoods and applications that are intended to improve our lives. The ideas demonstrated sensitivity and a commitment to making a better future. This is what good design is all about. To the winners, I extend my congratulations. You were selected out of a competitive field of participants. To those who did not win, I also extend my hopes that you will continue to develop your abilities and to think about how the work that you can imagine can improve the lives of others, using materials and manufacturing processes with sensitivity. Try to continue to stimulate your imagination by noticing the things that make you curious and that help you to discover new solutions. Continue to develop your voice so that what you want to say to the world represents you as a designer and comes from the intellect, but also from the heart and the hands. As Steve Jobs, Apple's founder, said, "The broader one's understanding of the human experience, the better design we will have." The decision to use sustainable hardwoods already makes a commitment to a better future. These materials are planted at a faster rate than they are harvested, so they continue to be part of a regenerative forestation cycle. And trees do much more than only provide construction materials. They bring natural beauty into our lives as trees and as lumber, but they also help the earth to breathe, processing its carbon. Imagine a world where designers really can influence the future, to make products that help us to live more fully and that are aesthetically pleasing and nurture our souls and emotions. Imagine a world where every designer thinks about the impact of their choices and makes responsible decisions. Imagine a world where quality produces its own kind of sustainability as products last a long time and become part of our ongoing environments. Imagine a world where you, as designers, bring joy to those who experience and use your ideas as they are brought to life. This is the world we can build together. Thank you to AHEC for this opportunity to review your work, and thank you all for providing me a window into your creativity and professional work. I wish you all the best of luck.